Human Resources. This is Ann.
Hi, I was just transferred to you guys. I called a couple weeks ago about a teacher at your school named Melanie Ramirez, who you guys said you were still employing. She said she would ignore the presidential order to stop indoctrinating kids. I'm following up to see how the staff at your school is reacting to learning from DOGE, the government agency, that you will all lose your jobs in 2 weeks unless you comply. So, guys, a couple weeks ago, Libs of TikTok exposed a teacher at this school by the last name of Ramirez for covering her classroom walls with DEI and LGBTQ propaganda and pledging to indoctrinate children no matter what the federal government said. I spent that day calling that school at every single number available and basically getting stonewalled by any person I talked to, and most people didn't even pick up. They were likely receiving a lot of calls. Fast forward to today, every single school district in all 50 states of America just received this message, coming from ultra confident masculinity, no less, notifying them that they have 14 days to remove all DEI programming from their schools. Now, I'm at the website of the Pittsburgh Unified School District, the employer of Ramirez, the degenerate woman who hates laws and confident masculinity and all forms of accountability to the degeneracy, which is the left wing ideology. And we still see, as of right now, the 15th Equity Award nominations is still up on their website. I noticed this 2 weeks ago when I called. Look, they got Black History Month, et cetera, et cetera. This is a very woke school. They're going to get cold. They're going to get corrected. They're going to be held accountable like the psychopaths that they are. This letter explains and reiterates existing legal requirements under Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, the Equal Protection Clause of the United States Constitution, and other relevant authorities. In recent years, American educational institutions have discriminated against students on the basis of race, including white and Asian students. Yes, call them out as the psychopathic, sycophantic, anti-intellectual freaks that they are. These institutions' embrace of pervasive and repugnant race-based preferences and other forms of racial discrimination have emanated throughout the facet of academia. For example, colleges, universities, and K-12 schools have routinely used race as a factor in admissions, financial aid, hiring, training, and other institutional programming. In a shameful echo of dark periods in this country's history, many American schools and universities even encourage segregation by race at graduation ceremonies and in dormitories and other facilities. We are crushing them. And what's more, we're crushing them with morality.
Elementary, how can I help you?
Hi, I called a couple weeks ago about a teacher at your school named Melanie Ramirez who said she would ignore the presidential order to stop indoctrinating kids. I'm following up to see how the staff at your school is reacting to learning from DOGE. You will all lose your jobs unless you comply.
Okie dokie. Let me give you the number to our district office. Just one moment, please.
A little bit of a different tone than the first time.
The number you're going to need to call is 925
925
473
473
2336.
2. Say again, 23.
Yeah, 2336. Well,
What's y-
thank you.
what's your reaction?
My reaction is for you to call HR and maybe they can help you with your problem.
Do you think you'll lose your job? That was a significantly different tone than the first time I called them, where I was essentially told, well, I was not told anything. I was just redirected to a place where no one picked up. But now, 2 weeks later, after they've received a call from Doge, oh, that's interesting. So the number she gave me to call is 925 473 2336. I'm going to call, see what happens. I think you guys can maybe do the same. This is pretty good. Keeping in mind this is the school that employed Melanie Ramirez.
Denise Fresco is not available. Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Yeah, I don't think so. I got some other numbers to call for this school.
Welcome to the Pittsburgh Unified School District phone system. To reach Human Resources, including the Pittsburgh Unified School District, for information regarding certificated personnel. 2. Classified personnel. 3.
Wait while I transfer your call.
Good afternoon, Human Resources. This is Ann.
Hi, I was just transferred to you guys. I called a couple weeks ago about a teacher at your school named Melanie Ramirez, who you guys said you were still employing. She said she would ignore the presidential order to stop indoctrinating kids. I'm following up to see how the staff at your school is reacting to learning from DOGE, the government agency, that you will all lose your jobs in 2 weeks unless you comply.
Thank you for the information, and you have a good day.
What's your reaction to that? Let's go. Dude, these people are freaks. These people are freaks. Oh my gosh. Okay, they can't stand accountability because accountability is what the American people gave them. Accountability is competent masculinity taking their jobs away unless they stop abusing children. Should we try one more time?
To the Pittsburgh Unified School District phone system, side person.
Wait while I transfer your call. Hi, you've reached Pittsburgh Unified Human Resources. This is Ann Martinez. I'm not available at the moment, but please leave me a message and I'll get back to you.
I think you guys can all give M. Martinez a call. The number I dialed to reach Pittsburgh School is 925-473-2300. On their website, they still have equity awards. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's not very smart of you. Now I'm going to call the head of payroll.
Welcome to the Pittsburgh Unified School District phone system. Para Español.
Wait while I transfer your call. Sorry,
Richard Garcia.
is not available. Record your message at the tone. When you are finished,
Hey, Richard, it says here you're the head of payroll. I'm just calling because a couple weeks ago, a first grade teacher named Melanie Ramirez said she would ignore the presidential order to stop indoctrinating kids. Fast forward 2 weeks, you've heard from the government that you're all going to lose your jobs unless you comply. I'm wondering what your reaction is to this. Thanks. Give me a call back. Bye. Should we call the finance coordinator?
Welcome to the Pittsburgh Unified School District phone system. Para Español. Hi, this is Lisa.
Lisa, you're the finance coordinator?
I am.
I'm calling to see what your reaction is as the finance coordinator to learning from the government you're going to lose all of your funds unless you get rid of this DEI stuff.
Excuse me?
I said you heard from the government that you're going to lose all of your funding.
Who is this? Can I ask you that?
Yeah, I'm a concerned citizen. You're the finance coordinator, right?
Yeah, I am a finance coordinator. I'm not the finance manager. I am not the associate superintendent of business.
Well, I'll call them next, but you're being recorded. So what's your reaction to this information?
I'm not familiar with it. When you're saying DEI, I don't know what that represents.
Well, it's on your website. DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion, Marxist ideology. It's left.
I'm not involved with that. I'm really sorry. I can't help you.
But you are involved with the finance, right? And you're going to lose all of your money unless you get rid of that stuff. I'm wondering what your thoughts are since you're the finance coordinator. Ha, bro, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. That's so funny. What do you mean you don't know what DEI is? You living under a rock? What? It's on your website. Yeah, that's bullshit, obviously. She knows what that is. Okay. Finance director. Let's call the finance director.
Listen to the following recording.
wait while I transfer your call. Sorry,
Sonia Martuano.
is not available. Record your message at the tone. When you are finished,
That's crazy.
or press pound for more options.
Sonia, I'm very disappointed you didn't pick up. I'm calling to see, as the finance director, what your opinion and reaction is to learning from the government you're going to lose all of your school funds unless you get rid of DEI, the woke agenda, indoctrinating kids, etc. Give me a call back. I'm sure you will. Bye. Bro, these people think that they're above you. They think that they're above accountability, but they're finding out. They're finding out. We'll give this a few more calls. I'm going to call the director now.
Welcome to the Pittsburgh Unified School District phone system.
Wait while I transfer your call.
You've reached Matt Chamberlain, Director of Human Resources for Pittsburgh Unified School District. I'm sorry I couldn't take your call at this time. I'm either on another call or away from my desk. Please leave your name, number.
Supervisor of teacher residency, let's call them. The director didn't pick up. I wonder why.
To the Pittsburgh Unified School District.
Wait while I transfer your call. You have reached Kiva Maxwell, Supervisor of Teacher Residency and Teacher Induction Program. Please leave me your name, your number, and a message, and I will return your call as soon as possible. Also, feel free to
Supervisor of teacher residency didn't pick up. That's interesting. Are all these people just out of town? Maybe I'll call the digital communications specialist.
Welcome to the Pittsburgh Unified School District phone system.
wait while I transfer your call.
Are all these people just out of town? So bizarre.
Sorry, Zamora.
Like, I haven't called this person, so they don't know my number or anything. Like, they must just not be in the office. All these people that are being paid with your tax dollars at the Pittsburgh Unified School District, they're literally being paid with your tax dollars. They're not even answering the phone, much less doing the job. Dude, no wonder DEI is allowed to spread like crazy. No one is even at work. What's going on? I just called basically every single person in human resources. One person from the business side picked up. One person. That's so crazy. Human resources, what a joke. The left is really bad at being held accountable. Really, really bad. They don't know what it means, because fundamentally, to be held accountable, you have to consider yourself an individual, and you have to believe that you exist in an objective reality that judges you in accordance with its own nature. But the left doesn't believe in individual identity. They don't believe that the world is objective. They think that they should be the arbiters of right and wrong, that they should be the ones to decide what reality is, so that they never have to be held accountable for their incoherent worldviews. So that's why they don't know how to respond. With the few people that did pick up, the rest were just not even at work, even though this is a work day. They're being paid with your tax dollars. And so what they do, instead of being held accountable for their incongruence like a normal person, they just claim victimhood. They just claim oppression. I'm being oppressed, because to a person that doesn't believe in objective reality or accountability, that's what accountability is. It's like the imposed 3D rendering on a 2D surface. To them, all it looks like is oppression. They call it oppression when they're held accountable, because they don't believe that an objective reality exists to judge them, only the whims of other people. So they don't self-evaluate. They don't take this normally. They don't think, maybe we shouldn't indoctrinate children into a crazy ideology. Or, of course, they've never even vetted their ideology using logic to know if it's crazy. They don't believe in reason. So this is super important. Feel free to call these numbers that are on the screen. As concerned citizens, that is our right and our duty, because they are being paid with our tax dollars. These people work for you. They should pick up the phone when you call, and they should be able to give answers when asked. I will say, with the few people that did pick up, it was a notably different tone than the first time I called. I bet they got a lot of calls from other concerned citizens, but that letter from the government definitely did help. Maybe I'll call back in a couple of weeks when they've either all lost their jobs or they've made a change.